Hi, Andrew from Waikato Podiatry Clinic. Today what we're going to talk about, seeing as how I've just done the Milford track and we saw a few problems, is this stuff here, and it's hiker's wool. So when you first come out of podiatry school, you are cutting edge and you've got all the fancy fandangled ideas, which is great, and I came across wool and I thought, oh mate, that's such an outdated useless modality, I'm never going to use that. However, 20 years later, look what I'm using. So it works really well, and one of the ladies on the tramp that was having some problems said, yeah, I've got hiker's wool but I don't know how to use it. So I thought what I would do is give you some ideas about how to use it. So I use it in patients who've got rheumatoid arthritis, who have chilblains, or who have interdigital corns in between here and some pressure areas. So what tends to happen is, with these ones in particular, is you get these little bony condyles like these two here, and they rub together, or they might be back here even, and they rub together like that, and they cause pressure and pain, particularly if they're in a boot. Okay, so what the hiker's wool does is it helps to decompress that, and because it's nice and soft and it molds and the little wool fibers are nice and round as it glides, and it helps to reduce that impingement. So what I do, for example, it depends on what the toes are that are affected, but say if it was this little one here, is I would, so you get it and it comes in a long carded section. This is not that long, this stuff's all been used, but it's a long carded sort of section like that, and what you do is you pull out as much as you need, so I guess that sort of length, maybe a little bit thinner like that, and then what you do is you just gently wrap it around the toe, making sure you don't do it too tight. And you only probably really need to do a couple of wraps. I often will include the neighbouring toe to help with the security, and then finish it off like that, and then you put your sock on, and you take it off at the end of the day, and after you've used it a few times, what you'll find is it sort of mats up and it almost turns into a little sleeve, or you can throw it away and do the same thing again. Alright, so it's just a little gentle layer of protection around that area there. Another area that you can use it on is sometimes with up and through the forefoot here and around bunions. I, to be honest, have never actually used it on this particular area, but you could, and you would need to just come a little bit further back like that. So what you're doing is you're building up the pressure area and you're trying to get it as proximal over the bunion as possible, and you're just reducing some of that rub and that wear on that area here. Another area that you can use it on is some people will have these dorsal rubbing up and through here, and you would do exactly the same sort of thing. So you would just go around, so it just smooths out, protects, keeps warm, and looks after those rubbing areas on your toes. What I have actually also used is rolled it up and turn it into a ball, and I wanted to offload a certain thing on my foot underneath it while I was away, stuck it on the insole, and that provided me with a little bit of pressure relief underneath the inner sole. So this is hiker's wool. It's available at Trek and Travel, it's available online, and that's a couple of the podiatric applications to use it.